to get out of here?
Welcome to the Spider Society.
I'm Spiderman.
Oh, no way. All of us are.
Every day I think, how can I kill the brain function of a Victorian child? Thankfully, this kaleidoscope of a film has just enough colors slightly under the legal limit to neuralize most house pets.
He's not dead, is he, Bart?
Nah, but I wouldn't give him any homework for a while.
Spider-Man Across the Spiderverse. I've said it before, but the first Spiderverse was my favorite animated film since... It just sounded way too strange and high concept for a wide release film, especially back when Sony Animation canceled everything except the Emoji Movie.
Fuck you, you're cool.
Now, with a sequel released 5 years later, it's kinda hard to review Across the Spiderverse. Fantastic film, yet at the same time, almost unwatchable with how frantic it is. Oh, and no spoilers, but this is blatantly meant to have a part 3.
I want it now!
There was a ton of setup with little payoff, leaving me both excited for the next one, but kinda empty. If it takes 5 years to make another, I don't mind. The years keep moving faster and faster, so that'll work out just great. Time flies when you're having fun. Actually, not for me. I purposely make my life miserable to slow down the passage of time. Old age can't catch these hands. Spider-Verse 2 follows Miles, dealing with family issues, wondering what college he'll go to, and discovering there's a whole interdimensional society of other Spider-Men gathering together, just like Ricky Marty.
How's this going?
Miles' grades are pretty good. A in AP Physics.
That's my little man.
And a B in Spanish.
Okay.
Miles.
Are you trying
Mira, eso es imposible.
Boy, do I miss superheroes with secret identities. Seems like almost every Marvel film hero has no blood family, school, or day jobs to worry about. It's what I really liked about the Miss Marvel Disney Plus series. That relatability really gives Spider-Man his broad appeal. I was surprised to also find Spider-Verse 2 gave Gwen much more development here, as she's practically a main character alongside Miles. With all that's going on, Across the Spider-Verse feels massive and kinda morally ambiguous with the interdimensional stuff I won't spoil. By comparison, the first film I once felt was so strange and out there now feels so quaint and simple by comparison. The sequel is dangerously close to being bloated and unwatchable. Am I alone on this? But the only thing I hated was the pacing. Dialogue scenes know when to slow down, though everything else is almost nauseating in a dark theater. I say sit further in the back. A lot of the action is shot so closely with Spider-Man flipping around their Gmod ragdoll limbs as the screen flashes like it's dog whistling its hatred of Japanese kids. One Porygon episode wasn't enough. Sorry, Penny.
My name is Miles Morales. I'm Brooklyn's one and only Spider-Man. And things are going great.
Oh yeah, you were supposed to be here at 5.
All right, whatever.
Whatever.
Wow.
Whatever?
This is peak convoluted, your dad asking what the hell is going on in this film cinema. It's chaotic, though I'm able to process the story and mostly follow the action, but I would not mind if the next film slowed it down a bit. Tech-wise, the movie looks light years above the first. Even just mundane stuff like characters changing clothes on screen, it's done so often that I'm sure whoever animated the CG fabric is dead by now. And then there's times where the world looks like a moving impressionist painting. I was dumbfounded. Like, these are visuals I never expected from a feature-length, wide-release film, and not just an artsy experimental short carelessly dumped online. Not sure how accurate this is, but over 1,000 artists and animators worked on this, which, yeah, I can believe that.
There's an elite crew with all the best spider people in it?
Who's the new guy?
Join us on the official Discord, link below in the comments. Rather than bringing back Spider-Man Noir or Spider-Pig, who already got their time to shine, we focus on new heroes like Spider-Punk, who's animated like a living Sex Pistols album or poster. This moving scrapbook you gotta watch to understand. How are they animating this?
Hi, my name's Obi Brown. I'm not a role model. I was briefly a runway model. I hate the AM, I hate the PM, I hate labels.
How are you even cooler under your mask?
I was just cool the whole time.
So, from what I understand, parts of his body and clothes are rendered at different frame rates. They experimented with this cutout look for about 3 years until late into production, where they finalized it, or at least made it look as good as they could under a deadline. That's animation. He's so damn cool, yet the hardest thing to watch in action. Also, with this segmented film, these new guys don't have as much to do as the original entourage, at least for now. But any idea or form of mixed media gets thrown in with blatant Easter eggs that never distract from the story. But anyway, I haven't even discussed Spidey's nemesis, like Polka Dot Man.
Please, just let me rob you.
You picked the wrong house, fool!
No wait, he's the Spot, a guy who creates portals, a baddie with such a dumb connection to the first film. Hilariously stupid, yet he's so creatively used to the point he earns being a major antagonist. From what I hear, he's frequently put on lists of top 10 worst Spider-Man enemies and is typically underutilized. This movie is like a redemption arc for him. Maybe now he can be among the greats like Venom, Green Goblin, Spinal Cords, or the Kingpin. Though, due to the film's odd structure, I kind of forgot the Spot was here in the later half. That's where we got Spider-Man 2099 of the future. What he wants to do, I won't spoil. Maybe the trailer spoiled it, but I don't wanna. His questionable morals gives everything a sense of hopelessness. Oh, and he becomes a commentary on those who don't like Miles as Spider-Man. The directors themselves confirm that detail some people have been denying.
Was there any degree of that story that was meant to be a sort of commentary on the fans who don't see Miles as a real Spider-Man?
Yes, absolutely.
100%. Absolutely.
Also, he has a sound cue that I think is just the Spider-Man Unlimited theme song. They both take place in the future, but they're not the same character, so I found that kinda odd. But anyway, now it's time for spoilers, but you can skip to here because I got more to rant about after. Everyone gone? Okay, you know what? I really didn't have much to spoil. I just wanted to compare the conflict later into the film to this Futurama clip. The one where the universe gets destroyed if they don't follow the events of a timeline.
So then my chair tilted back and I almost fell into this freezer thingy. But instead of falling in and getting frozen, I missed and wanged my head.
Well, it's obvious what should have happened. That wang to the head should have killed you.
What?
Let's finish the job.
Anyway, wow-wee-wah, what an ending. Can't trust nobody these days. I love how the Spot evolved into essentially the anti-Spiral from Gurren Lagann. If this franchise really takes any inspiration from Gurren, that part 3 is gonna slaughter half my brain cells. But now, back to the non-spoilers. So again with the graphics, I did worry the Spiderverse visuals would one day be overdone, but looking at Arcane, Puss in Boots, or the 2023 Ninja Turtles film, they all have Spiderverse DNA in there, but they do have their own distinct look. Even this Spidey sequel does things the first one couldn't. We're in a golden age of 3D animation. 15 years prior, a wide-release CG kids film just kinda looked like a CG kids film. At the same time, it's a real shame Disney's next animated feature, Wish, looks so half-assed from the trailer. Filmed to celebrate 100 years is like they want to dip their toes into stylization, but they're too handcuffed to their Disney look. They still got that basic Frozen Tangle design, but with a tiny little outline and some texture overlays. It's like the crappy remake of the video game 13. Hey, do you remember in 2012 when Disney made that Paperman short, this mixture of 3D with 2D sketches? It was so elegant and original, yet they've essentially done nothing with that artistry. I heard it was hard to do for a whole film. Meanwhile, Spider-Verse 2 does things I never thought possible. By comparison, Wish resembles a Disney film ordered off Wish.com. I'm sure someone else made that joke already, but I'm not gonna research if anyone did.
We are supposed to be the good guys.
We are.
In conclusion, if Spider-Verse 1 was Tony Hawk landing the 900, the sequel is like Tony Hawk doing a 9000 while the footage freeze frames halfway through. Will he make the landing? Will it wrap up in a satisfying way? Will he make Boom Boom Sabotage 2? Gotta wait about a year to find out. While Part 2's pacing and structure is kinda odd, I know I'm gonna enjoy it a lot more the second time around now that I got a feel for it. Hope Part 3 doesn't suck, and if it does, we have the right to riot in the streets.